And welcome back to the America First Credit Union Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. The final game of the quarterfinals for the 4A classification in the UHSAA Prep Hoops Tournament. And it's been a fantastic day. Ryan Forsey, Paul Ratliff with you. Paulie, give us some keys to the games for the Flyers and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we've got our Ever Bowl keys to the game. Ever Bowl, our acai bowls and smoothies are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. Proudly serving avocado toast and sips in your favorite flavors. Ever Bowl, where St. George gets its superfood fix. And for me, let's start with the Provo Bulldogs keys here. And I think it's got to be, they've got 6 girls averaging 5 points or more on the season. And their leading scorer, Sutton Vila, scores 11.8. But I think a key tonight is to get a ton of girls involved. Just have a litany of girls contributing, whether it be 5 points, 6 points, 2 points, whatever it may be. Get them all involved, as they've got a lot of balance scoring up and down the lineup. Second key, I think that they got to get out and run a little bit. This is a 21-3 team. This is a team that's been really good all year long, and they're at their best when they're running the floor. So I think get out and run in transition, do a little Roy Williams UNC style run or a fast breaking all the time, and I think that the other key was just getting balanced scoring throughout the lineup.
Okay, and then on the flip side for the Flyers, the first key is you've got to be able to find some way to control the glass. Provo has the obvious height advantage. Dixie, not an especially big team, but they're fast, they're scrappy, so you've got to be able to find a way to control the glass. And then to your point, Dixie typically is a run and gun type team. They want to push the tempo, they want to get up and down the floor. So tonight we may be going back and forth a lot. And then finally for the Flyers is if you can get to the basket downhill off that transition, it's going to open things up half-court wise from the perimeter. You're going to get Bundy some outside shots, you're going to get Hollingshead some outside shots, and you're going to get Bennett some outside shots. And again, the interesting thing for this Flyer team is only a couple of seniors. I think one freshman starts, a couple of sophomores get some significant playing time, so they're pretty young, and really there's no pressure. If you're the Flyers, just go out, have fun, play loose, play hard, put the pressure all on Provo. And the Bulldogs, I mean, they're the higher rank, they deserve it, but at the same time, we've already seen a day, the boys' side for certain, anything can happen. Girls' side, it's played out pretty much like how it's supposed to be.
It's kind of gone chalk on the girls' side of the bracket, but still an opportunity here for Dixie, and they are facing somewhat of a juggernaut here. 21-3, 8-2 in their region. The Provo Bulldogs ranked 25th in the state of Utah, all classifications. In the 4A classification, obviously 6th. So this is a big game and an opportunity for the Flyers to play that underdog role, to get a puncher's chance late and make a run late in the game. That'd be the formula for me. Stay tight, hang around, and then make the push towards the end of the game. But, easier said than done against this very lengthy, tall, and athletic Provo Bulldogs team.
All right, and those are the Ever Bowl keys to the game. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com or the KSL Sports app as we are getting set to tip things off. And starters for the Bulldogs. And the big man in the middle, so to speak, 42, Sutton Villa. But the tip actually goes to the way of the Flyers. As Winters clears over to Bundy. Bundy with the stop and pop three. That's good.
Couldn't draw up a better start for the Flyers as they hit from the perimeter, like you say, and now they set up the defense, and they're going to see if they can provide some great on-ball and ferocious, intense defense, and it looks as if they are. They get a tip there.
And off the deflection, the rebound right to Villa. And Villa goes up, but then clears it back out. Long three, no good. Second rebound, tapped around, controlled by the Flyers. Here comes Hollinghead all the way down. Scoop it up with the left hand, no good, but she's hit, she's fouled, she'll shoot 2.
And they want to get out NASCAR in this game. As we've seen on the first 2 possessions, they're running and gunning.
Yeah, and we've seen that throughout the season from the Flyers. And again, predominantly we're here covering Southern Utah teams, so we're a little bit more familiar. And And when you're undersized, especially in the girls, you have to take advantage of that speed. And when you're playing a team like Provo, which, again, we're already seeing 2 substitutions as head coach Barker for the Bulldogs wanting to match size a little bit as opposed to being too big, possibly. As 1 for 2 from the free throw line is Hollingshead. And quickly up the floor, no good on a quick 3 and a rebound to Bundy.
With all the size Provo has, I'm still kind of perplexed why they keep shooting threes here.
And quickly up the floor as Winters is the beneficiary of an assist from Hollingshead.
Now set it up. They took another 3 and
air ball.
Yeah. I don't think that's the Bulldogs game in this matchup against Dixie. With all the size they have, I think that they should pursue the interior, the low post, the low block, let these post players for the Bulldogs do their work. But so far, taking a lot of outside shots.
And Provo coming out with a man-to-man press quickly up the floor to Stilson. And the Flyers set up in their half court. Underneath to Bennett. Bennett blocked away by Villa. The Flyers get it back. Stilson loses it momentarily, clears back out. Winters now to Stilson. Stilson drives, challenges Villa up with the left hand. Too hard, no good. Here comes the Bulldogs.
Villa.
Jenchik quickly up the floor.
Providing some great defense on the interior as we see a foul there.
And Martinez able to get within the paint and force up a shot. She's hit, she's fouled, she'll shoot 2. So that's going to be Stilson's first foul, first team foul for the Flyers. As Naomi Martinez steps to the line, shooting 2. And misses the first.
First fabulous Freddie's free throw, no good. Coupon books are now on sale. Buy 7, get 3 washes free, +1 the day of purchase, and you get 20 cents gas discount included. Visit either location in St. George today.
And converts on the second free throw. The Flyers quickly inbound up the floor, trying to beat the press as Winters clears to Bundy. Stilson with the pump fake, thought about the 3. Now she drives in, blocked from behind.
And Villa is the great eraser. You know, she was beat on that play off the bounce, but she recovered and used her length to alter and block that shot from behind. Great play by the one that paces the Bulldogs. Points, rebounds, she does a little bit of everything. Blocks. It's kind of their statistical leader in a lot of categories, Sutton Villa.
Yeah, and a turnover there on the Flyers. For those of you watching at home, we appreciate you joining us from Utah County or wherever you are or however you are. I think probably the first question as you see the freshman, number 42, Sutton Villa, is what is her height? And she is listed at 6'6". So, I mean, in girls sports, that you can't coach height, Paulie. I mean, that is key. And to have a player like that, is an immediate advantage. So the question, as we were talking, can the Flyers overcome it with maybe some speed and aggressiveness, and they're being able to draw a foul off the press?
Absolutely. And although on the opposite side of the spectrum, Flyers giving up a lot of size to the Bulldogs.
Exactly.
The quickness.
Yes.
They're beating them up the floor routinely, and they did step out of bounds.
Yeah, Hollingshead trying to force the issue against the double team and dribbles it out of bounds. So we go back and forth. One turnover, another turnover, and right back to Provo. Bad pass there, recovered by the Bulldogs. Up is Villa. She had perfect position on the low block.
And a great seal by Villa. I mean, there was no one able to make a play on that ball. She had sealed off the interior.
Winters over to Hollingshead for the 3. No good. And Villa with the rebound. Provo trailing 3-6. Moving the ball quickly up the floor to Ibarra. Now down to Martinez. Martinez with a reverse pivot. Kind of flicks it over her head. Airballs it, but the offensive rebound. Ibarra with the shot. No good. And a whistle and a foul. And that might go against Villa.
It is.
Coming over the
back,
top.
I believe. Yeah. And they do have to run a little slower with Via on the court.
Yep.
You know, that she kind of trails the play, kind of catches up a little later, as she made the offensive rebound there, but she was late into the action on that set.
And an immediate substitution by Coach Barker and Provo to bring Via out, and you can see they come back and immediately drop out of the press. So you can see right now Provo trying to match up to that speed of the Flyers as the ball goes out of bounds, and another turnover on the part of Dixie.
And the Flyers been a little sloppy out the gate, trying to go a little too fast in my mind, as they've been struggling a little bit as far as just getting into sets. Most of their points have come off the fast break, quick whip passes up the court. I'd like to see more half-court sets from the Flyers.
And a ball over the top, trying to find the post. Martinez sails out of bounds. And talking with Coach Winters, the boys for Dixie played the first game this morning, and the girls played the nightcap. And we were kind of joking around about that, and I said, well, which would you rather have? And he goes, I honestly don't know if you'd want to have the early or the late, and a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Provo.
Dixie averaging almost a turnover a minute in this first 4-ish minutes of this game. They've got 3, and a little sloppy as far as handling the ball and getting the right passes and finding the right shooter. But the fast break game, they're going to live and die by it today.
14 foul on the Bulldogs, as already Provo has gone through 9 players. A quick nifty pass underneath, too hard off the glass. The rebound fought for and controlled by the Bulldogs. Here comes Provo quickly all the way down underneath, high off the glass, too hard for Aledo, and another whistle and a foul, and this is going to put the Flyers on the free throw line shooting 2.
And it seems as if the Provo Bulldogs, 21-3, have come out a little flat in this game. I said it in the boys' games as well. You know, there's some acclimation period to the depths of the dimensions of the America First Event Center, but a really slow start.
Well,
Provo.
Yeah, and the other thing too, as the free throw by Winters is no good, is they've been sitting around all day doing nothing.
That's right.
And now you've got to play this game. It's much later than you've probably ever played outside of the off season. Right. Winters converts the second. So I think both coaches, and I think both of us probably expected a little bit of a slow start. You know, that acclimation period as you mentioned. Provo trying again to get it down low underneath to Aledo. They do. She's immediately triple teamed. It kicks back out. And now a turnover and a steal. Bundy quickly up the floor for the Flyers. Bundy loses it on the crossover. A little contact, but no whistle. We play on. Yenchik with a quick pull-up jumper, and another whistle, another foul, and more free throws for the Flyers.
Dixie has been, despite giving up a lot of size in this game, and that's a fact, but they are leading the rebounding battle right now 9-6 against this much taller and lengthier team. So really scrappy effort from the Flyers on the glass.
Well, and I think, again, from a coaching perspective, which is where my background is, is if you're Dixie, this is how you have to play. You have to play because that's what your personnel dictates. And so when you are dictating that tempo and that pace against a much taller opponent, and you see them making adjustments to match you've got the advantage.
Yeah.
Whereas if Provo, if they could maybe slow things down and keep pounding the ball down low and getting it into the inside, then that forces Dixie to adapt.
Yeah.
And so right now, I think the advantage is in the favor of Dixie. Right now, leading 8-3, even though Provo obviously has the size advantage.
Yeah.
All the way in, no good. That shot from Aledo. And again, another rebound by the Flyers.
The most talented size that the Bulldogs have been on the bench for a while now in Sutton Via.
Hollingshead with the quick crossover up with the left hand, and that's good. Izzy Hollingshead. And the Flyers taking an early 7-point lead as Yenchik swings it over to Tuliavuka. Now clear to Aledo. Now underneath to Martinez. Martinez backing her way down, up off the glass. And that's the first, I believe, no, it's only 4. A second field goal in the paint for Provo. So good sign for the Bulldogs if they can continue to pound the paint and take advantage of that size.
Absolutely. And they got to call for the ball down there. They got to try and make an effort to get the ball down low.
Stilson for the corner 3, no good. But Bennett hustles and gets the rebound and a fresh shot clock. Hollinghead steps back for 3 and no good. And another offensive rebound by Winters. Hollingshead crosses over, gets into the paint, clears out to Stilson. Stilson now to Bundy. Bundy looking for her second 3. That's good. J.C. Bundy. And a timeout called by Provo as the lead now extending 13-5. And that's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here
as we have a UD & Associates timeout. For great service and rates on home, auto, or life insurance, call Luke today at 435-251-9102 for a free quote to see how much you can save today.
And right now, we were talking about that on this replay as we see Izzy Hollingshead going up and off the glass with the left hand. And the Flyers so far, even though, you know, again, we were talking about the keys. Are they going to be able to rebound? Are they going to be able to keep Provo off the glass? And that's been the case. I mean, 1 possession, 3 offensive boards. And again, Flyers are just outpacing them.
And out of the timeout, very interesting here. Sutton Villa not back on the floor. So the Flyers' speed.
Yeah, brief delay. It looks like some water spilled over on the side of the bench of the Flyers.
But like you said, it seems as if the Bulldogs are adapting to Dixie's style of play in this game. By personnel, you can just tell.
And again, you know, from a coaching background, when you see that, you know, that encourages you because you're like, okay, they're now adapting to us. We're able to dictate as the contact and no foul called as Yenchik went to the glass.
And she's talking to the official.
I agree. There should have been a foul.
Yeah.
From our perspective, she was bumped pretty good, but we play on. There on the replay right there. Yeah, Winters right up her back, but the official not calling it, but quickly inbounds. They score anyways as Martinez able to get in for 2.
Good little flex cut right to the basket, and that's what they got to do. 8 feet and under, or 8 feet and in is where the Bulldogs can make their hay tonight.
Jersey Bundy checking in for the Flyers. Clears to Hollinghead. Now to Bennett. Winters. Winters drives in the paint. Clears out to Bundy. Too hard, but another offensive rebound. This time by Audrey Orton. Bennett now to Hollinghead. Skip pass over to Winters. Winters drives into the bench. Tries to flick it up. Blocked from behind, though, by Aledo. But an offensive rebound and put back and score. And Paulie, the boards right now for the Flyers are what's keeping them with this lead as Martinez gets down, back in, out, and then back down for Naomi Martinez.
And we see the Bulldogs in the beginning of this game taking a lot of perimeter shots, but I think they're figuring out where their bread is buttered. They are going inside now almost every possession.
Yeah, quickly down the floor as Ibarra just outrunning the defense of the Flyers, forcing the issue, and she'll shoot 2.
Just putting pressure on the defense of the Flyers by changing the pace. I mean, they've walked up the floor. They've obviously had a fast break at times. Without Villa in the game, they are a little more mobile and quick out there to get up and down the floor. And that time, running out in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Draw the foul.
So second team foul for the Flyers. A couple of substitutions as Bennett and Winters will have a seat. As J.C. Bundy and Hayden Stilson return, and Ibarra makes the second. So 15-11. About a 5-second shot clock or differential between the shot clock and game clock. As Bundy drives, challenges it. The shot is blocked and out of bounds. Last touch by the Flyers.
Great play there. Just an individual effort from
Tuliavuka.
Yeah, that was an incredible block. And the best thing about a block is when your team gains possession. It's awesome to swat it into the front row, but you don't get the ball back. This time, the Bulldogs maintained possession as it went off a Flyer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I remember seeing an interview back in the day, talking about Hakeem Olajuwon saying, yeah, you want to swat it out there sometimes, but it's always better to get your team the possession back. And a whistle and a travel as the Flyers came away with the missed shot and the rebound, but right back to the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs will have the ball under their own basket with 5.1 here to get a quality look. I'd assume they're going to look inside.
Well, out of the timeout after the break, they'll get possession right back. Martinez going right into the paint. Little reverse pivot up with the left hand, and that's good. And that will take us to the end of the first period of a back and forth contest as the Flyers leading by 2, 15-13. We'll be back after these messages on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Hello, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
All right, and welcome back to the America First Credit Union Event Arena on the campus of Southern Utah University, the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com, and the KSL Sports app. Ryan Forsey, Paul Ratliff here. Second quarter underway. Provo starting things off from deep. No good, but the rebound right to Martinez. Puts it up, air ball, gets her own rebound back. She's hit, she's fouled, and will go to the line shooting too as Naomi Martinez coming out with some fire.
Yeah, it seems as if in that quarter break that there was a speech made to these girls that has fired them up here. You could see from the effort from that first play that they're ready to go in the second quarter. Kind of a sluggish start for a 21-3 team, but they're climbing their way back in, just 1 point away from tying this game.
Now Martinez now into double figures. Game high score right now, 10 points. We also see Sutton Villa return, the 6'6" freshman, number 42 for Provo. And substitution for the Flyers as Stilson will have a seat and Brindley Bennett comes in as Martinez misses the free throw and Bundy with the rebound and quickly up into the forecourt, wanting to push the issue. Bennett clears over to the younger Bundy. Now to Orton, back out to the older Bundy. I know those two girls. I know their family very well. Cleared out to Orton. Now back out to Bundy. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbling with the left hand. Now to Bentley. Bennett up high off the glass, banks it in as she got it up quicker than Sutton Villa could get her hands extended.
Yeah, just over the outstretched hands, and what a nice teardrop shot to give the Flyers a 3-point lead.
And a whistle, a travel violation. This one going against Detcher. As Winters checks in for Orton for the Flyers. And Hollinghead, dribble handoff there to Winters. Winters clears to J.C. Bundy. Back and forth, trying to get the ball to the high post to Bennett. Loses it and immediately clears it back out to Winters. Hollinghead, little 15-foot jump shot, beautifully done, and hits nothing but the twine.
Over Villa again. That's 2 shots back-to-back by the Flyers that have made it over one of the leading shot blockers in the state. And
the Flyers now in a little bit of a zone, trying to trap here in the corners and force maybe a turnover, or at least to speed up the Bulldogs. Trying to keep it out of the paint. Down to Villa, a little inside motion, reverse, too hard off the glass. Winters collects the rebound. Here come the Flyers. Jersey hands to J.C. Bundy. Hollinghead. Jersey to Winters. And again, the Flyers just content to kind of weave their way around as Hollinghead scoops it up with the left hand around the rim and just comes out. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Here comes Yetchik. Quickly up the floor into the paint. A little floater up. No good. Right back to Bundy. Now the Flyers. Again, Paul, we were talking about this track meet style, and that pass just over the outstretched hands of Brindley Bennett. Another turnover for the Flyers.
And it's advantageous style of play for the Flyers here, as Villa not as effective when they're running and gunning and getting up in the floor fast. And that's a huge bonus for the Flyers, as Villa is the leading scorer, rebounder, blocks, everything.
Yeah.
So this is a big thing and a big storyline in this game.
And the Flyers still in that zone press, trying to force bad passes and keep it out of the paint. Yenchik clears out to Aledo. No, down in underneath to Villa. Villa loses her footing as they pulled the chair. And a whistle and a foul, I believe, against Dixie.
So that's going to be a theme as well, as Villa's going to draw the double, obviously. And then the kick out's going to be available. Other cutters are going to be available. So Dixie defense has been stingy thus far, just 14 points allowed through almost, 11 minutes of action. But I think that they're going to start to, as the first Fabulous Freddy's free throw is knocked down. Coupon books now on sale. Buy 7, get 3 free, plus the one the day of purchase. And go see him over at Fabulous Freddy's.
Substitution for the Flyers, as Detcher makes both free throws. Audrey Orton coming back into the lineup for Dixie. Hollinghead, little 15-foot rainbow foul call, and Yenchik rattles in the second. A 4-point lead here for the Flyers. Dixie's only given up the lead a couple of times. They've been able to fight off almost every rally. Can they continue it? As Stilson gets into the paint. Hands to Hollinghead. Back out to Stilson. Now to Bundy. The Flyers go 5 out. Winters gets into the paint, tries to loop it up over Sutton, and it's blocked away and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Now the officials are going to converse here. Yeah, I don't think that's the right call. That probably should be Provo basketball. Yeah, that's the right call.
Quick deliberation there. And
yeah, just one of those things, sometimes officials just need a little help. We all need a little help from our friends.
That's right. As even in the NFL, they've got replay assists now, so
yeah,
every league having a little help sometimes.
Moyes to Yenchik. Now to Yenchik. Yenchik with a little Euro step, but too hard. But Villa comes down with the rebound, and a whistle and a foul as Villa lands right on top of Stilson. That probably knocked some air out of her, but they both get up and seem to be okay. So that's going to be Stilson's third personal, second team foul on the Flyers. And substitution is Brindley Bennett now comes back in.
Another massive component of Villa's game is that she draws a ton of fouls. She's a foul magnet. Every time the ball gets in her hands, there's multiple Flyers collapsing, swiping at the ball. I mean, she is a foul magnet, like I said.
Now, Detcher with the long 3, rebound. Volleyball tapped around, comes down. Yenchik comes up with it. Now that one's blocked, but no, not clean enough. And another Flyer foul, and just over 90 seconds played here in the fourth quarter, and the Flyers already have 3 team fouls. So Hollingshead, that's going to be her first. As Yenchik goes back to the line and makes the first. Yenchik now with 5 points, 6 rebounds on the night.
5 points, and I think at least 3 of them now coming 4 if she makes this and misses the second.
Broadcaster jinx.
Yeah, that's right.
As Bundy almost loses the rebound, but able to get it back and clears to Winters. Here comes the Flyers.
Winters has got the confidence right now. She wants it.
Winters with stop and pop. Little baseline jump, no good. Rebound, fought for, deflected, out of bounds. Flyer basketball.
That was Winters getting just a little bit of a just a nuisance to Villa there to make that pass a little more difficult, and then it goes out of bounds. I mean, Winters played a great offensive possession, shaking free for that shot, and then a great defensive stand there, forcing that tough pass that led to the turnover.
Bundy gets it into Winters. Fresh shot clock for the Flyers.
She's calling for the screen.
Winters drives in, a little over the shoulder, push shot, rams out, and rebound to Yenchik. Here comes the speedy Bulldog right here with the underhand shovel pass.
Wow.
Underneath, no good though on the shot and the rebound now to Stilson for the Flyers. Here comes Dixie back up the floor. As she goes up, she's hit, she's fouled, she'll shoot two.
Man.
Yenchik made the underhand pass, and again, I'm talking about, you just don't see something like that, and just they couldn't quite convert on the basket, but man. Some entertainment here late tonight.
Yeah.
At SUU as Stilson steps to the line shooting two.
A little flair for style there. It kind of looked like she was bowling.
Here's the replay. Yeah, it was.
It was kind of a sling, you know?
It just couldn't quite convert as Moist just put it up too hard.
That's one of the ones where you say after the game, you gotta make that shot for me, make that assist.
Now, Stilson misses both free throws. Bundy comes down with the rebound and dribbles it off of her foot out of bounds. So another turnover on the Flyers. Again, Dixie nursing the three-point lead, holding serve against the pesky Bulldogs of Provo, and Coach Barker wants a timeout, and that's a full timeout. We'll take it as well right here after these messages. 5:43 left in the game, 49-46. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back after this.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your details.
Back live from the AFEC, the America First Events Center, as we are closing in on the finality of this one, and on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, it is 49-46 Flyers up. Wilkinson's light up Region 9, where the locals shop. Winners of Best of Southern Utah 6 years in a row.
All right, and here we go. Let's kind of set the board. 5:43 left. Dixie on the defensive side. Provo coming out of the timeout. Coach Barker obviously setting up a play. Pauly got to go. She's going to go attack as they do right to Villa. Loses it momentarily, but then clears it back out. So the Flyers again still staying. No, actually switching back to a man-to-man defense out of that timeout.
You don't need to post Villa. You can get a rebound here.
Detcher with the long three. The long rebound chased down by Hollinghead. Hollingshead quickly up the floor.
Long rebound, not advantageous for Villa. Good for the Flyers as they're back out on the run.
Hollinghead steps into the three. No good. Long rebound, though, right to Stilson, who loses it, and Villa picks it up. Here comes Yenchik, the speedy guard for this Provo Bulldog team. Quickly underneath to Aledo. Aledo with the skip pass over to Moyes. Back to Yenchik, and the Bulldogs kind of reset here.
There's an open look.
Corner three, that's good for Isabel Moyes, and our net's on fire three. And Pauly, we got a ball game here, all knotted up at 49 apiece.
Yeah, we are under 5 and ticking. And it's been Addie Winters for the Flyers. It's been the hot hand. Let's see if they look to her.
Bennett blocked away by Villa. Winters comes down with it, clears back to Bennett. And now to Stilson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tried to get it to a back cut on Bundy, but she was held, and a whistle. And that's going to give the Flyers back a full shot clock and possession on the baseline side. So second team foul. Third personal foul on Detcher. So again, folks, want to thank you for joining us today for both boys and girls 4A playoff basketball. We'll be back tomorrow with the semis as Villa saves it from going out of bounds, and Provo now has its opportunity to take the lead. First game tomorrow slated to start right around 2 o'clock. So hope to see you back here, either on the Fan Sports Network or KSLSports.com. As the lob over to Villa, catches it, gathers herself, goes up, no good. Rebound, though, fought for, and Stilson brings it down.
Villa wanted the foul there. She's gotten a lot of them tonight, and that time the officials just swallowed the whistle. I thought there was contact.
I agree. I thought there was contact. Whether or not that warrants the foul call, I don't know. As that ball blocked almost out of bounds, but Jenchik saves it. Now up the floor quickly to Detcher. Detcher immediately looking for Aledo on the low block, but then clears.
Jenchik's got that whip pass down.
She's fast.
Yeah.
She is fast with the ball. As Detcher, a little teardrop shot, no good. But Villa with the offensive rebound, no good. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Flyers.
Villa
Provo basketball.
Again to the officials saying that she got bumped once again, I think. And it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's so much of a log jam down there with all the bodies. It's hard to see.
Well, and again, when bodies are hitting, that's hard to tell, especially against somebody with her size and her length. As she misses the shot but gets her own rebound, Aledo puts it up and in, and the Bulldogs regain the lead by 2.
So now the script plays out. Hang around. They finally have lost the lead, but they're still in the thick of this one.
Stilson just comes up short with the left-handed layup. Provo quickly up the floor all by herself. Moyes no good with the layup, but Aledo comes down with the rebound. Saves it back to Moyes. Air ball on that shot. Saved again, and Jenchik comes up with it. Now back to Aledo. That's good.
That was probably the best effort basket I've seen boys or girls division today. I mean, multiple recycles and the and one opportunity. I mean, wow. Talk about a momentum swing.
And a timeout on the floor. And it is a full timeout here. We'll take the timeout. Yes, we'll be back right after these messages on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations, as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and San.
Tomorrow, come back here, tip off at 2.
Yeah.
And
drive home safe.
Yep, drive home. Go home. Get out of here.
That's right.
And welcome back to the America First Credit Union Arena on the campus of Southern Utah University. Ryan Forsey, Paul Ratliff. Again, apparently for girls, we've saved the best game for the last, as my voice is starting to go. I know your eyes are starting to go. You've been here for over double-digit hours. I'm approaching double-digit hours. But again, thank you so much for joining us and sticking around. Shout out to our production staff and crew, camera work, and commercial, everything. It's a fun day, but man, it is a long day as Aledo misses the free throw and the Flyers come down with the rebound. 4-point lead here for the Bulldogs of Provo. Winters drives in, a little right-handed push shot, no good, but she's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Addie Winters being the aggressor on the offensive side for this Flyer basketball team. Winters at the line. And rattles in the first.
And Addie's kind of been the alpha for this Dixie team late in this game. She's kind of taken over the offensive workload.
Makes the second from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line, and now the Flyers extending pressure, picking up full court man-to-man. Curious here, Paulie, as Villa is on the bench for the Bulldogs, and Naomi Martinez is back in.
Potentially fatigue,
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. And Martinez loses it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Brindley Bennett of the Flyers. And quickly, Coach Barker gets Sutton Villa. Maybe she heard us, Paulie, as Villa checks back in.
That's right. As we are approaching 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left in this game. Fourth quarter, 51-53. Bulldogs on top with the ball.
Underneath to Villa. She's got it with 6 feet range. Puts it up short, though. Rebound fought for, knocked around, and Yenchik comes up with it. The Flyers, in the first half, were able to get those. In the second half, they've struggled a little bit to get those rebounds from the taller Provo Bulldogs. Yenchik going through multiple screens here. Has the ball knocked away and taken away by Hollingshead. Izzy Hollingshead. Opportunity here to tie or take the lead as Hollingshead drives against Villa, and it's blocked, knocked away. Last touch by Hollingshead. And again, the freshman from Provo inflicting her presence on the part of the Flyers. The Great Eraser, Paulie, as you have dubbed her. That's got to be 8 blocks.
Yeah.
8. Unofficially, I have her for 8 blocks. As now she's playing point guard, bringing it up the floor against the press. Martinez shoots for 3. Not a good shot there, I think, if you're Provo.
And a super quick possession gives the Flyers plenty of time. As Coach Winters wants a timeout here. Beauty and Associates timeout. And give Luke a call if you need any home life or auto insurance. And we'll take the break here and come back for the frantic finish between the Flyers and the Bulldogs after this quick break.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of motorsports.
And welcome back, folks, live here on the campus of Southern Utah University. Ryan Forsey, Paul Ratliff. Thanks for joining us, the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com. All right, let's set the board. We've got 1:14 left. Flyers down by 2. Dixie with the ball, 29 seconds on the shot clock. You got to come away with a score. Either you're going to tie or come away with the lead. See what Coach Winters has drawn up out of the timeout as Bundy nearly has it turned over as it's knocked away by Provo.
Yeah, that was a close
that was
there.
Not a good pass. A little risky.
I would run ISO for Winters here. If I'm Coach Winters, I'm getting Addie Winters the ball at the top of the key.
Bennett takes it quickly to Hollingshead underneath, and that's up and in. Good call, Paulie, just to the wrong player, but still going down the lane, able to get the open layup. So tie ball game here. 60 seconds left to play. Flyers in a man-to-man defense. Detcher looking to get it down to Villa. She does. Villa puts it up. No good. Rebound fought for. A whistle and a foul against Provo.
Wow. Oh, that's on Villa, I believe. A reach in.
So that will be Villa's second personal. Only the 4th team foul. So tie ball game. So now we see a little bit of a press as Dixie with an opportunity to take the lead as Hollingshead dribbles into the double team, and it's knocked away by the Bulldogs. So 40 seconds on the game clock, 29 seconds here on the shot clock. Timeout, Dixie. We're going to keep it here because I want to talk about this really quick, Paulie. So as we are coming to the end of day number 1, just for those of you viewing, we're going to take, at the conclusion of this game, we're not going to take a timeout. We'll just kind of wrap things up really quickly. review this game and preview some of the games tomorrow. And again, I don't want to spend a ton of time. We need to get home and get some rest.
It's going to be a marathon again tomorrow.
It's going to be a marathon. We get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, which is nice. But this is how it's going to play out. So tomorrow on KSLSports.com or the KSL Sports app and the Fan Sports Network, we'll come to you live with the girls. The girls will start things first off at 2:30 with Ridgeline taking on the winner of this game. That will be followed at 4:10 by Snow Canyon and Skyview. That's on the girls' side. Then on the boys' side, what will we have is I'm trying to get to the bracket there because I want to make sure I give you the right times. Oh my goodness. There we are. So tomorrow you're going to have Dixie and Green Canyon at 5:50. Now here's the interesting, Paulie. Dixie was told 5:30. But the paperwork says 5:50. So somewhere between 5:30 and 5:50. We're actually really not sure still. And then at 7:30, it's going to be Hurricane and Payson. And those games will determine who plays for the state championship on Saturday. But right now, let's get back to this game. Quickly inbounded to Bennett. 25 seconds on the shot clock. About an 11-second difference between game and shot clock. Hollingshead peels off. Over to Bundy. Bundy steps back for a deep three. Too hard. It comes off of Martinez with the rebound. Final shot opportunity here for the Bulldogs as Martinez hands to Janchek, and a timeout called by Coach Barker. And it is a full timeout. And this timeout will take the break. Back after this, folks. 19.7 left on the game clock. Don't go anywhere. Back after these messages.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
All right, welcome back live to the America First Credit Union Event Arena. 19.7 seconds left. Provo ball. Paulie, what are the Bulldogs going to look to do here?
I think that it's pretty simple. If you can't get a quick post up to Villa, throw it up, try and get it on the rim. She can get a rebound, draw a foul. I mean, I think it's the garbage man mentality for this team late in this game.
Any foul, either way, is going to put the opposing team on the line. Yeah, both team with four team fouls. Janchek, now a little confusion. Nope, actually that was planned as Coach Barker for the Bulldogs wanted to see what the Flyers were going to do. And this is another full timeout. We'll keep it here with 11 seconds and change left. So I think you're right, Paul. I think you've got to attack the lane, and the sooner the better, because again, the chance for an offensive rebound, which you obviously have the advantage if you're Provo.
And you don't want to take a long shot, even a mid-range shot, because it could lead to a long rebound.
Right.
You want to rebound close to the basket, right in Villa's wheelhouse, where she can grab it, put it up quickly, and score a quick two to potentially win this. What would win this game for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, and again, if you're Dixie, you just got to hold serve. You're not going to have much of an opportunity unless you get a steal.
Yeah.
You're not going to have much of an opportunity to get a shot off, the length of the court. So you've got to play defense. And if you can't get the rebound, you've got to at least deflect it or knock it somewhere so that Provo can't. So final opportunity here for the Bulldogs.
Martinez.
Yep, you've got Villa, Martinez, Detcher, Moyes, and Janchek. And for the Flyers, Hollingshead, Bundy, Bennett, Stilson, and Winters. As already the Flyers looking to double team.
She's got the speed.
Quickly to Vinton. 5 seconds. Moyes, Detcher takes a deep three. No good. Rebound Flyers. That's going to do it. And we get extra basketball for the nightcap.
Absolutely, and could not ask for more fun here late night at the AFEC. All right, take a quick break.
We are going to take a break. We'll be back with overtime right here on the Fan Sports Network and KSL.sports.com.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands, like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Still. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations, at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
And welcome back to the American First Events Credit Union Arena. Ryan Forsey, Paul Ratliff, and it's free basketball, Paulie. We've already had one overtime. Now it's turn for the girls as Via tips back to Yenchik. So 4 minutes. The foul count stays the same. Possession now goes to the Flyers if there's a jump ball, and if you're Provo, again, you're going to continue to pound the post as Martinez almost loses it, forces up a little 7-foot runner, ball's knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Flyers. I will say this, Paulie, it's been a long day, but the girls down, I mean, it's intense. I mean, there's not a lot of people in here. It's a late game, but man, this has been an intense, hard-played game as Martinez gets it, forces it up, no good and rebound to Stilson and clears to Bundy. But it's been an intense contest.
Yeah, an extremely intense contest from start to finish. I mean, from tip-off to when this buzzer goes off, these girls are battling.
Winters clears to Hollingshead. Again, Via patrolling the paint defensively has really shut down any interior offense against the Bulldogs as Bundy misses it. But the offensive rebound. Long 3 from Winters. Buries it. Addie Winters and a nets on fire 3. Winters with 18 points on the night.
And she is that's been her game tonight, from deep, from mid-range, from right around the basket, from the free throw line. Addie Winters has been a gamer tonight.
Yenchik into the paint, tried to scoop it up with the right hand. Ball is blocked or deflected. So Provo will maintain possession. 17 seconds on the shot clock. As we see our Holbrook Asphalt replay of the made 3 by Winters. Yenchik trying to get it in bounds. She does to Martinez. Martinez may have gotten away with a travel. Nope, whistle, and it is a travel. I was going to say either a foul or a travel, and it was a travel. So a turnover there on the Bulldogs. And the Flyers quickly into the forecourt with an opportunity to extend the lead. Stilson holding off Via.
Get it to Addie Winters.
And a whistle away from the ball, and that's going to go against Martinez, and that's going to put Brindley Bennett at the free throw line. And you could see them battling a little bit through, and the official says that was enough to be a foul.
Yeah, kind of locking horns down low there for a while, and finally results in a foul call. And these are 2 big ones to make this a 2-possession game with just a little over 2.5 minutes left.
Yep. And that's going to be Martinez's second personal. But again, the 5th team foul as Bennett steps to the line and makes the first from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Martinez will come out and catch a breather as Asha Aleto replaces her for the Bulldogs. And Bennett buries a couple of big free throws for the Flyers. 5-point lead for Dixie. Moyes looking inside, clears to Descher. The ball's knocked away, almost taken away. Moyes collects it, 15-foot jump shot, no good. Long rebound, but Moyes is able to get the rebound back, and the fresh shot clock for the Bulldogs.
That's a massive recycle for the Bulldogs. They needed that in the worst way and get it.
Underneath to Via. Via puts it up around the rim and no good. And the rebound fought for, and it's going to be Flyer basketball. And I cannot say how big of a box out that might have been by J.C. Bundy, keeping Villa from getting that missed rebound.
And it took every bit of her will to do that.
It did. Under 2 minutes to play. Hollinghead trying to force the issue. Ooh. The ball now knocked on the floor. There's a scrum and a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Winters. And that's going to be free throws for Provo.
I'll put the Bulldogs at the line here with an opportunity to cut this to 3 or 4, depending on if they're able to make both or just one. But this is an opportunity because you can set up the press out of a free throw make. You know, you can get set up along their full court press and really pressure the Flyers and try and cause a turnover. Or
as Yenchik
sag back.
Makes the free throw. Now just set the board here. Both teams with 2 timeouts each. Both teams with 5 fouls. And then also of importance, that was Addie Winters' 4th personal foul. And Villa with a rebound saves it from going out of bounds, but the Flyers able to get it now. A whistle and a foul against Dixie. Ooh. So that's going against Bundy. That's going to be Bundy's 3rd personal. And as I was saying, Winters picked up her 4th personal foul. So Dixie now starting to flirt with some foul issues potentially in the final 96 seconds. But more importantly, it puts Provo back on the free throw line.
And bookmark that as the first Fabulous Freddy's free throw is up and good. For Villa, that tip out.
Yeah, that was huge.
Maintain that possession.
Yep. Without fouling, without going through the Dixie player.
Or over the back.
Yeah. Yep. And Detcher makes both 2 big free throws. 3-point lead now for the Flyers as a press put on by Provo. Winters comes away with it. Now back to Bundy. Now up to Hollingshead. Hollingshead beats her player, steps into a 3. That's good. Huge shot. Izzy Hollingshead for a 3, and a Nets on fire 3. 61-56.
And now
Dixie.
Scramble time for the Bulldogs. They need something on this possession.
And the ball deflected out of bounds by Hollingshead. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to play, and a timeout called by Provo. And that's going to be a full timeout. We'll take the full timeout as well. I got to get a drink, water on my throat. Paulie will be back for the final 70 seconds here on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Athletes, now is the time to build explosive strength, power, speed, and agility when you join Intermountain Sports Performance through our Season of Speed holiday special. Call 435-251-2299 to instantly save $100 on our 8-week training program. Must purchase by December 31st.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's.
And welcome back to Southern Utah University. It's a late night as we get extra basketball. Ryan Forsey, Paul Ratliff with you. Put in some overtime. Put it on the paychecks. Minute 10 left. Dixie, 5-point lead, and by far the most entertaining girls game that we've had this evening and afternoon. And Provo with the ball. 1 timeout left. Both teams 5 fouls, so the whistle will put anybody on the free throw line. As Yenchik with the deep 3, no good, but the offensive rebound and a foul. That's going to go against Hollingshead. As Moyes had perfect rebounding position. And that's going to be Hollingshead's 2nd personal foul. And honestly, probably that could be a good foul, depending on what she does with the free throws, because she would have had a layup.
Yeah, she would have had an easy 2 for the Bulldogs as this Fabulous Freddy's free throw is up and good.
And again, I'm curious to see what the percentage. I would say Provo is upwards 80-85% for the game on free throws. They've been very good from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah. Actually get a
and makes them both.
Check on that.
So 3-point lead into Hollingshead. Back to Winters. Again, Provo with the man-to-man press.
Uh-oh.
And a stall and a quick timeout by Coach Winters as some Provo fans wanting a travel. There was actually no travel because there was no advance of the ball. She just lost it up in the air.
And to your point,
so we'll keep the timeout here. We'll keep it here.
The Bulldogs are shooting 21 of 28 from the line, 75% for the game.
So we round up, it's 80. Yeah. That was close.
The Flyers, 12 of 21, 57%.
Yeah.
Still respectable, but not nearly as effective.
So again, the final 56 seconds here. So here's what we'll do. Again, at the conclusion of this game, we will not take a timeout. We'll just go right to our post-game show, put a bow on everything. Again, tomorrow, here's what the schedule is. Tomorrow, we will start at 2 o'clock with the girls' game. And again, the winner of this game playing Ridgeline. And then that will be followed by Snow Canyon. And I forget who's playing Snow Canyon.
Snow Canyon girls team.
Skyview, thank you. Yeah, the Bobcats. So Skyview, Snow Canyon, and the winner of this game and Ridgeline. And then that'll be followed by the boys starting somewhere between 5:30, 5:50, Dixie, Green Canyon, and then Hurricane Payson. And should be another outstanding night of high school basketball. All right, here we go right here. Flyers with the ball. Got to get it inbounds and across the timeline. Bennett gets it, hands to Winters. And she is able to get it across the timeline. Again, Dixie with the 3-point lead. 15 seconds on the shot clock. About a 30-second differential between shot clock and game clock. If you're Provo, you do not have to foul. You just got to get a stop as Hollingshead kicks out to Stilson for the corner three. That's good.
Bang! What
Hayden
a shot.
Stilson, ice water in her veins. A quick three and the answer.
Wow!
By Detcher of Provo. Winters quickly with the ball, clears to Bundy. 15 seconds left. Provo's going to have to foul, and they do, as J.C. Bundy will go to the line shooting 2. Paulie, I got to put money on your pregame assessment and your punching and your puncher's analogy. It is back and forth, right, left, uppercut. As Bundy stepping to the line, the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line, and calmly knocks down the first.
And in this overtime thriller, we've been treated to a heavyweight bout tonight. This has been
Bundy with 12 points, 11 rebounds on the night. Wow. None bigger than this one. And she buries it. 5-point lead, 13 seconds left, and Dixie is smelling the upset. As a timeout is called, we'll keep it here. We will, again, full timeout. We'll keep things here. And again, Paulie, if you're Dixie, you don't foul.
Yeah.
Don't foul. Again, Provo has a timeout, so they could come down and hit a shot. Now, here's the question. Do you go for 2? Do you go for 3? What's your approach if you're Provo?
I think you get the quick 2.
Okay.
It's the quickest basket you can get, because sometimes it takes longer to set up a three-point shot sometimes in late in game situations. Everyone's guarding the perimeter. They sometimes just concede the 2-point shot, the layup. So I think with 12.9, you get the layup, you effort for a steal for maybe 1.5 seconds. If you don't get it, foul and restart. You know, you don't shoot the 3 until the dire situation, less than 5 seconds on the clock. I think they've got enough time to get a couple shots up, and one of them being a 2. I think this is going to be a quick 2 for the Provo Bulldogs. An attempt at a quick 2.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle making those shorter shots 8 feet and in.
Yep.
In this fourth quarter. I mean, the Dixie defense has been tremendous.
And here we go quickly into Detcher, back to Yanchik. Quickly up the court, steps into a long 3, no good. Rebound tapped around, rebounded, no good. The clock not quite out as Villa makes it, and that's going to do it. The Flyers with the upset.
And I can't say I didn't feel this coming here, because we talked about the script. They just had to have a puncher's chance to be within arm's reach of the other boxer, and they had that late in this game. They got to overtime, and then the run came that we talked about. Yep. The big run to close out the game for the Flyers. Addie Winters, what a star tonight. Unbelievable game. Well, unbelievable team game from this Dixie Flyer
seed Provo Bulldogs. Folks, thanks so much for joining us tonight. That's going to do it for me, Ryan Forsey, for him, Paul Ratliff, our crew. Thanks so much. It's the end of day number 1. We'll be back here for day number 2, 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on the Fan Sports Network, KSL.com, KSLSports.com, and the KSL Sports app. Good night, everybody.